Hey everyone, we're here with these fine gentlemen with Guitars for Vets. We want to talk about it a little bit. We got an event August 26th at the dealership, Hot Rods and Harleys, and so we will be donating to the Guitars for Vets, very good cause. I'm going to let these gentlemen introduce themselves and kind of tell us who they are and what they do.
My name is Frank Klein, County Veteran Service Officer, Hancock County Veteran Service Office. I'm a service officer, so I assist vets in getting their benefits, and I am actually graduate number 36 from the Guitars for Vets program.
I am Ed Newton. I also work for the office. I'm the Resiliency Operations Manager. I'm kind of the program guy and the local resource guy, whereas the Veteran Service Officer will link veterans with the VA. I try to link local resources with the veterans, and I am graduate number 4.
So you guys get an individual sticker that lists your graduation number?
Kind of made up.
Made up?
My
Yeah,
toolbox,
maybe.
got it on there, yeah.
But this is our sticker.
A little customization.
That is our sticker, Guitars for Vets. A graduate will get one once he graduates.
I like that. It's the same on the hats too, then you get the same logo.
Yeah,
This is the band hats right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
Yep, nice
Some good swag. So we'll kind of split up the questions, that way we don't lean on one of you for all the answers. But so what is Guitars for Vets and who can it benefit? So you can grab which one you want.
okay, Guitars for Vets is a national program actually, and each county, a county can start its own chapter. For us, the chapters here in Hancock County, unfortunately, there's a lot of chapters that are not out there in Ohio, and they rely on Hancock County. So we do have members in the Veterans Program, the Guitars for Veterans programs that come from Wyandotte, that come from Allen County, that come from Putnam County. Hardin County, they come from Hardin County. So because of the program is national, and we do rely on primarily on contributions, we can bring them in from all over the counties. And,
Yeah, another good thing to note is we were the first one of all Guitars for Vets chapters that wasn't linked directly with the VA facility.
Right.
We were chapter number 101, right? So, and that's Hancock County leading the way, being the first chapter to step outside the box, become established. And since we have done that, numbers of others around the nation have done the same. So,
The pace setters.
that's it.
always.
So who does it benefit? What would you say? Who does the Guitar for Vets benefit the most?
Well, the easy answer is veterans, but the true answer is veterans and their families, and friends, because instead of having that anxiety and that depression where you take it out on maybe your family or they suffer from it, you can work that out right here on these 6 strings, and it enriches their lives as well. So
Absolutely. You hear so many people, and a lot of time artists talk about, just like being able to have an outlet through music. And,
Absolutely.
Whether it's, rock, real loud and kind of getting some of the frustration out, or just some soothing, country or bluegrass, something like that.
There's truth to the old adage that music soothes the savage beast. So, and that's basically what it does. It is probably one of the best therapies available, I would say. Wouldn't you say, Ed?
absolutely, nothing like that.
Absolutely.
I know as just an individual, it's like guitar is something that I've always wanted to learn to play. It's just I've never taken the time. So it's not only to learn, but then to be able to kind of relay or put your feelings into music is probably such a big thing, because you're really soul searching at that point, finding something that hits home. It's almost therapy, like you guys said.
It is, absolutely.
So what would you say is like to the local chapter? You talked about you got established and there was 101.
Yep, 101st chapter.
So what all does a chapter do then, like a local chapter?
So our local chapter, we're on our 74th graduate. We've had 74 graduates since 2019. We get together once a month, the 4th Tuesday of the month at the DAV, and we have a jam session where we tell lies and learn music and skills together. And we've also got a Guitars for Vets band in our chapter. 7 members in that right now. That's the ones that have come forward and agreed that they're comfortable enough to play their guitar in front of people. So, and that's kind of what we're going to see on the 26th is our Guitars for Vets band will be out there. So.
And and all of them are graduates, except for we do have an instructor. He's a veteran also.
It's better.
So in the program, one thing in the program, a lot of the instructors are not veterans. They are people that volunteer in their own time,
Okay.
which is fantastic, I think. And the program basically is that a veteran, he can come to our office. He can make contact directly with Paul Lilley, and you'll see the phone number and his contact information up on the screen there. And then Paul will have them fill out a standard form. We're going to verify their veteran status, obviously, with the DD-214. You can't do anything without that. And then Paul will actually pair them up, try to pair them up personality-wise with an instructor, okay? And then they'll go through 10 weeks of instruction. They will get a free loaner guitar and all the equipment they need. After 10 weeks, they graduate and they get a free guitar, free case, free
Everything to go.
accessory, anything that goes with it, music books, the videos, the whole 9 yards. And then like Ed touched on, after that, we just don't let them go. I mean, they can go on their own, but we have the meeting every month, and of course the GuitarsForVets bands gets together, so it continues on.
Yeah. And that social aspect is huge.
That's a big thing.
That's a big thing. A lot of veterans don't have anyone to talk to.
Yeah.
They feel that
Absolutely. They
we're
feel a lot
related.
comfortable around other veterans, and
Exactly.
The
When you're in
music-
the room with
and the
fellow
music
brothers
bond,
and
yeah.
sisters, it just helps you relax. So what would you say, personally, guys going through the program of being graduates, like how has it helped you guys personally?
well, I tell you this. I do carry a disability through the VA service-connected disability, but it actually hit home when my wife passed away. And at that point in time, I hit an all-time low, and Paul Lilley was working on me to get me into the program, and 2 people in our office already had graduated the program. Ed wasn't there at that point in time yet in our office, and I finally said, "Okay, I'll do it." And I tell you what, it was amazing. It was a release. It was something I can focus on, something that made sense to me. And so
Something you look forward to?
absolutely, I look forward to it. I do. I look forward to picking the guitar up and I'm not an expert by any means. Like I said, number 36
I can vouch
graduate.
for that.
Yeah, but I was 36 graduate. I graduated July 26, 2021. Yeah, 2021. And but it's something that it's kind of like golf in a way. You work with yourself a lot, so you want to make yourself better and better and better. So, and if you get with the other graduates and we meet and everything like that, and the instructors show up there too, and we're constantly being taught things all the time. So
Yeah. Now, for me, like, I can tie this to veteran suicide, and just follow me here. People don't really die from suicide. They die from anxiety. They die from guilt. They die from depression. And when you have those symptoms, you start to realize your triggers. And on the onset of a trigger, say of depression, you just go over and grab your guitar. And you talk with that guitar, and it talks back to you. And that's your little go-to to lessen the severity of maybe that episode that you're about ready to go into.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. I talk about outlets for a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, it's just like being comfortable enough or what do you want to say, vulnerable almost, to say,
Got to be vulnerable.
you want to talk to somebody and you got some stuff going on that's not maybe normal, you know what I mean? But it is normal.
Yeah, speaking of vulnerability, that's one of the top leadership traits of all time, of being a good leader, is vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a lot of leaders a lot of years to get high enough up with their education to realize that vulnerability is not a bad thing, it's a strength.
Yeah, it's not a weakness.
It's not a weakness at all.
Because if you can expose it and talk about it, it's like you can improve.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
that's it.
It's just one of those things that a lot of times the thought process is there, but to say it is easier than doing it.
Yep, absolutely nailed it.
And I think like the feeling you guys give us is like you were an open door. You got that guidance, suggestions, outlets, things like that. That no matter what walk of life, I mean, it's you never know what the situation is.
We're all humans in the end, and we can relate with each other.
Especially
just reach out, speak up.
Veterans, I mean, the majority of veterans have been places that none of us even know about. We hear stories, that's it. experience and I don't want to say trauma, but sometimes it is trauma. That needs to be addressed and focused on, and awareness is the biggest thing.
I think people focus a lot of times. I think people focus too much on the war aspects of it.
Yeah.
Whereas trauma actually starts when your feet hit the two yellow
footprints.
Yeah, that's when trauma starts. So,
Yeah.
you go from 17 years old to about 26 in a matter of about 2 weeks, and then by the time you get out, you do your tour, you're already 37 years old, but you're really only 21. So
There's that stigma that people that didn't go to a combat zone, they don't consider themselves veterans. That couldn't be more wrong than anything. Your service, what you do, stateside, overseas, whatever, you've got veteran status, and there's a lot of things at our office, this being one of them, that you're eligible for. And just because you didn't go to a war zone doesn't make you a non-veteran.
Many gears to it,
Yes.
They all touch somewhere, but.
Exactly, yeah.
So I know you had mentioned, Frank, it's like, would you say 10 weeks?
10 weeks.
Was the length of the program?
Yeah.
So,
and that's only one lesson a week.
okay.
Yeah. They stretch it out. They're so flexible. I've met my instructor. I've had my experiences, and I've heard other experiences that if my schedule didn't work out say it was Tuesday, call him up and he goes, no problem, let's do it Thursday. So it's not like you're stuck in one kind of thing, one kind of schedule. There's so much flexibility there because the idea is to get you through that 10 weeks and get you going.
Yeah. Speaking of our instructors, you go to anywhere in Hancock County, Northwest Ohio, and see these hot bands around. A lot of our instructors are from that pool. Amazing guitar players, man, and great to the bone people. Just the best.
Yeah, it's that passion, like we talked about. A lot of musicians carry that passion. And, some of us, ride Harleys or play guitars, piano. There's so many different things. You have a passion, but there's a passion because there's release. It's not only because you enjoy it, but it's an outlet, like you just said. What is your family sustaining if you're going through a little bit of depression or anxiety or stress? Finding that outlet. How do you let something else absorb that rather than the people you love? Because it's not a purpose. And like you said, it's not like you always say. It's not always combat oriented. It's the change in lifestyle, the change in schedule, the change in routine, and then coming back to the civilian life per se can be tough with your family and different type of job. I mean, it's flipping your world upside down, for sure. So, how would you guys encourage anybody that would be interested? Is that something that they should come to that monthly meeting or inquire through the website or?
There's a number of ways, actually. Again, like Frank said, you can look at Paul's information that's going to be on the screen at some point in this video, or you can call our office at 419-424-7036. You can check out our website, HancockVets.com, or you can check out our Facebook page, Hancock County Veterans, or just stop in.
Yeah,
just stop in and say hey.
I really encourage making an appointment because this is just one benefit out of hundreds of benefits, and how would they know what else they're eligible for unless they come in and talk to one of us? Yeah. As a service officer, that's my job. Review all those benefits because a lot of veterans are out there saying, I didn't do nothing, I don't get anything. That's more far from the truth than normal. So.
Well, and I can say both of you guys possess that social ability to make somebody feel comfortable to have a conversation. It's like there's different, stigmas, there's different mindsets, and just kind of the aura or feel of something, but you guys are there to help. You're there to guide and lead and answer questions. And so, I know Mandy, my wife and I, we a lot of times, like when we do fundraisers and things like that, like for the car show and donating local and giving back to the great cause. There's so many people that want to help, so if they want to help and not necessarily have any reason to be involved, how can they contribute to the program?
Again, Paul Lilley's a big key for that, or they can contact our office. There's a number of ways to donate. We've had people that do monetary donations. We've had people that put a credit on like a guitar ranch up in Findlay.
Okay.
And then the veteran, when they graduate, they can walk in and pick out their their graduation guitar in their gear. So
We have donations all the time. There might be a veteran out there. A lot of them comes from veterans' surviving spouses. The veteran was a guitar player. He passed away. They have 3 or 4 guitars. They'll donate them, or somebody will have an extra guitar that's in good shape. They donate them. Most of the time, we get these. Matter of fact, all the time, we get these donated guitars. They go to Guitar Ranch, and they get all redone.
Nice.
And then they're all ready to go for the next graduate. But then again, we do have the funds are there, so they do. What do you get now? Yamaha.
Epiphone now.
Epiphone now.
Used to be the Yamaha.
So they get an Epiphone.
Yeah.
A good quality guitar. So, but yeah, they can get a hold of Paul Lilley, who is our chapter leader, and there's various ways that they can donate. So, and if they're guitar players and they want to donate their time as an instructor, that's even better.
Many ways to help.
Absolutely.
Well, we appreciate you guys stopping in, kind of sharing with us. And I didn't know if were you guys going to do a duet or what's going on?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
I was
better not. We don't want to scare you off.
I know. I was going to do the vocals, but I'm not ready to do either.
I will tell you this too. Let me throw this in there real quick because they can do teaching virtually now.
Oh yeah,
So
they
those
do
veterans who
virtual
shut
lessons,
in, yep, we do. They do. Paul has several students. He does virtually too, also. So
He's
it's,
graduated veterans from around the world,
Yes,
in China, and
Absolutely.
U.S. veterans. Yeah.
Yeah, so we definitely encourage you guys, like we said, the event on August 26th, the Hot Rods and Harleys car show, bike show. We're even going to have some ribs there. I'm going to be cooking some ribs, and another couple employees are going to be cooking some ribs, have a small little rib off. So definitely a very patriotic, supportive event going on, and it should be a great time. I know our organizer had, 92 registrations in the car show. The last one he did in Mount Blanchard, so this should be just as big. So a lot of cool cars, a lot of good people, and we talked about having the flag ceremony there too. So I know we're installing a flagpole at the dealership, adding to the patriotic feel. And great for everybody around.
We're very excited.
Yeah, not only we're excited, we're very appreciative.
Very
of this
appreciative.
patriotism. Really,
Absolutely.
we are. It's a great program, and we are very appreciative. And you guys are true patriots. And we got a little surprise for them too, don't we? We're not gonna tell you what it is until.
I'm gonna save that for later.
We want to.
Yeah.
No, it's you guys are kind of what the poster board for, just genuine veterans that are trying to help others. I mean, it's definitely the image, and we can feel that. And there needs to be more. I think I told Mandy that we're driving, and just the homeless rate and things like that. And you guys know all those percentages, but a lot of it is just it's making an impact. Making it so there's a door to walk into, so somebody can feel like I can walk in here and get helped and not looked down on or judged or anything like that.
That's it.
And I think that's probably one of the toughest angles. So hopefully, in coordinating, doing that kind of a cool Harley and hot rod, and just getting everybody around and just kind of a good time, gives that outlet, gives that information.
I may bring my 49 to the show too.
There we go.
I may buy a bike. No,
Yeah, you probably should.
Yes, you should.
Yes, and everyone that takes the class should have a motorcycle.
Yeah, that's it.
Frank has one, but Ed doesn't, so.
You can borrow one of mine.
All right, thanks, guys.
Hey, thank
Thank
you.
you.